Hi, my name is Riley, and I have recently quit my day job and become a solopreneur. Um, these videos are meant to be just like the website. They're associated with a semi weekly record of my struggles trying to make it as a independent consultancy type person. Um, I'm a little out of sorts because I just did something really stupid. I just recorded a 10-minute video, I thought, and I'm a podcaster as well, and I'm an idiot because I recorded it as an MP3 file because that's what my recording device was set to, and it just feels very representative of everything I've done so far since I quit my day job at the end of December 2019. Because everything I do, the first time I do it, it's wrong, and in this case, it was a stupid, easily avoidable mistake. And so many of these things that I've been doing wrong are that. Sometimes I'm rushing. Sometimes I don't know, maybe I'm nervous. I don't know. And I just can't believe the number of silly little things I do, which I know how to do, but which I'm screwing up because I guess I feel like more pressure on me than I have in a long time. I've been working my whole adult life. I've had a job since I was 16, and I've had an employer since I was 16. And this is new to me, not having an employer, and it's weird and strange, and I kind of don't think I'm going to be any good at it, and that's what I keep telling myself. Even though at this point, this is what I've decided to do. I've had this. So I had my last job I had for 8 years, and about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I started a side business, trying to help people who are now in the position that I am now in. So small solopreneurs, small business owners, use the internet to make their business more successful. But what I'm trying to do, which I think is distinct, is to really, really like to teach people rather than to just say jargon, jargon, jargon. Retain me for this much money. Um, and all these crazy promises. First page of Google, whatever. And so I've been trying to do that on the side, and I've had only a few clients, and it hasn't gone very well because I had this safety net of this job, and things changed at that job, and so I decided I wanted to leave, and that gave me an opportunity to try to do this full time, and it's crazy and scary, and here I am, and I can't even figure out how to record a video, which like the video I just failed to make was so much more upbeat than this one because I was just like, oh, I feel pretty good about this despite the fact that I'm 16 business days in now and I've had no success. And now I'm just like, oh, you can't even make a video. What's you know? And there's so many instances where it's just like it's like a roller coaster. I feel like there's minutes where I'm like, or hours or whatever, where I'm like, things are going pretty good. That was a productive little thing you did there. And then other times I'm just like, this is pointless. No one wants to work with me. No one wants to. What's the point? I should go get a day job. Um, I'm a writer, and I always feel like the first draft that I lost, often that's in my head that I never wrote down, is always the best, and I feel that way too. The video that I failed to record a few minutes ago was so much better than this one, and it's silly, it's completely unreasonable. Um, I'm not saying this video is good, but more that like I idealize the the thing that vanished, the thing that I can't possibly nitpick. I can nitpick this because it exists, but the previous one, I mean, I guess I could listen to the audio file, um, if I stripped it or something. But like, uh, anyway, this has gone completely off the rails. This was supposed to be about my daily grind, um, trying to both find new clients and also complete a course in conversion rate optimization, because that is the one skill that I'm not comfortable with in the digital marketing world. I've done everything else for 8 years, and I'm good at them. I think very successful YouTube channel, not this one, different one, that I'm not the face of, but that I ran for a very long time. Ridiculously successful content marketing stuff, but conversion was never good, and so I'm trying to learn conversion to add to that, so that I can teach people that, in addition to teaching people how to content market or do SEO, or whether or not they should even bother with social media, because that is a particular pet peeve of mine, that everyone thinks you should absolutely do social media regardless, which is like, it can be such a waste of time and money for people, especially people who have very few, if people don't have any other employees aside from themselves, it can be such a waste of time depending on what the business is. Anyway, so 16 days in to both the course and the business days. It is the 23rd when I'm recording this, so there's haven't been, I still believe in taking weekends off, at least at the moment. And I've written a few diary entries on this website, and this will be on. And I find my days really, really busy. That whole thing about retired people being more busy than working people. Well, I feel now that I've quit my day job that I'm busier than I was when I had a day job, and I don't know how it happens, and I wonder how much of that is spent doing pointless make work stuff that is not actually getting me new clients, because no new clients yet. I've had one meeting, and that meeting wasn't even to get new clients. It was for an accountability thing. To somebody else and I are going to work together, try and make ourselves a little more accountable in terms of our productivity, but it's not resulting in new clients, and it won't result in new clients, and so that's depressing. On the other hand, I am very bad at networking, and I'm trying to get better, and some of this I just need to practice it for a long time, try to get better at it. And we'll see how that goes, but so far it's pretty it's I got pitched the other day by someone I was networking with, not to pitch him, but to talk to people I don't know on LinkedIn, and just build relationships like you're supposed to, and see, if we could help, maybe in the future, if we could mutually help each other, because I knew somebody he could, go after, or vice versa, or whatever. Just, maybe we could help each other out, maybe we can't, but just like, just get to know each other. And instead he pitched me. And I was just like, well, I guess that's why people are on LinkedIn, right? A lot of people are on LinkedIn because they think that they can just, I don't know, I'm not his target demographic as far as I can tell. Anyway, it was a weird experience, and so stuff like that's happening, and that's frustrating, and people don't respond to messages, and that's fine, because most of the people I've never met. People I do know rather, they haven't necessarily responded to emails either. Some people have. And, I'm very early on. I actually wasn't even emailing people I know for the first few weeks, which seems really stupid right now. I was mostly just trying to expand my LinkedIn network in terms of networking stuff, both people I know and don't know. I did a very bad job of letting everyone know what I did. I think I announced on Facebook. That's it. And, I've curated my friends on Facebook. I have a ton of LinkedIn connections now, because I'm trying to expand that, but my Facebook friends are limited, because that's personal, and I told those people and nobody else, and like weeks later I'm like, why have you not told anybody? And this is my this is me. I've published 3 books, and I have to be like, my teeth have to be pulled before I tell people I've published 3 books. I'm better than I used to be. Like 9 years ago when I published my first one. I can't believe it's been 9 years. Well, eight and a bit. Makes me seem slightly less old. I wouldn't tell anyone without being coerced into it. It's ridiculous. And it's the same way with networking. I have a new business. I should tell people I have a new business. You never know. I might know somebody who knows somebody who wants someone to come in and show them exactly how to do the thing that they can't do and that they're worried about paying someone to do. And I just don't tell anyone. It's ridiculous. Like, why not? You know, I really don't like asking for help. Is asking for anything, not help, not just help, anything. I don't like asking people for stuff. You know, I'm very much a like, I'm responsible for myself thing, and it's silly because not only does that keep me from asking for help, but just asking, you know, just reaching out to people. There's a whole like thing that I just don't want to do. I mean, some of it's just like I was a very shy kid, and some of it's that, I guess. Anyway, it's frustrating, and it's funny. If I had actually successfully made the other video, it would be interesting to compare the two, because that first one was so much more positive. I was all upbeat. Like, it doesn't matter. I have no clients within the first 3 weeks of business. I, you know, at least I'm positive or whatever. And now I'm just like, I don't like networking. And the silly thing is I just don't like the term networking. I don't like the negative connotations around networking. But I like helping people. That's why I'm doing this. Because I've tried to find something that I'm good at, that I like to do. And I like helping people. And I can help people. So, like, what's the problem? And it's this, you know, there's this knot in me that I have to, like, untangle so that I can be more comfortable helping people. Anyway. I don't know how often I'll record these. Maybe a few a week, something like that. We'll see. Obviously, it depends on the reaction in part, you know. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live as a solopreneur. It's going not very well so far, but that is okay because it's early. And I'm also taking a course, which is taking up a lot of my mental energy at the moment. So that's at least partially an excuse for not being more productive on the new clients side of things. And my hope of doing this is just that if you're in a similar situation to me or thinking about doing this, that you find some encouragement or something resonates with you and you feel better about what you're doing. Because, you know, the older I get, the more and more I think, you know, I'm going to be dead in, I don't know, 45, 50 years. Less if something bad happens. You never know. I could be hit by a bus tomorrow, right? I have no idea. And we should all be doing things that we love to do and not doing things that we don't love to do. And that's what I am attempting to do now. So wish me luck, and I'll see you again.